What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia did fight last night. He was successful with a second-round knockout of Jose Lopez. You know, after that fight, Ryan has been calling out, taunting, going back and forth with Gervonta Tank Davis, and last night was no exception. Through today, these guys have been beefing back and forth. Ryan Garcia wants that smoke. Gervonta Tank Davis, his previous comments concerning Ryan Garcia is that he needs to build himself first. He said that last year. Now I think he's ready to fight him. And it made a lot of sense. I think Ryan Garcia does need to, sharpen up his skills. He is a very talented young fighter. He looks so much like Oscar De La Hoya. That's why I think they want to bring him up like they did Canelo. So if Canelo can be a star, Ryan can be also a star. He hangs out with Canelo a lot. But, he has his own ego, his own personality. And the funny thing about Gervonta Tank Davis, these guys are 4 years apart because Davis is a young kid too. He's 24 years of age. Ryan's 20. He'll be 21 in August. So it's about a 4-year difference. Okay, but as far as fights go, Ryan has 18 wins, 15 by knockout, no losses, no draws. Gervonta Tank Davis has 21 wins, 20 knockouts, no losses, no draws. So if you're looking at experience-wise, both of these guys actually have almost fought around the same people. And ironically, it's due to Gervonta Tank Davis's inactivity, due to his promotional problems or issues or whatever. But these guys haven't really, between the rounds between each other, these guys have been in the same amount of fights. Gervonta, sure, he has more fights, but he's 4 years older. In 4 years, if you look at that, that shows that his growth it really needs to pick up himself. And fighting somebody like Ryan, I heard Oscar De La Hoya, his promoter, say, if you got a guy in trouble, you need to go for the knockout. I want to see knockouts. I wonder if he wants Ryan to use that same method, when it comes to competition such as Tank Davis. Tank Davis is a hard-hitting guy. He can punch. He can fight. He's a good fighter, but he hasn't been tested. And I think PBC is keeping him on the shelf at the right time. That's what they do. They keep their men paid. They give them bonuses that are really kind of unofficial, but then they keep them paid, but they don't really test them for shit. You know what I mean? They fight their own people. So the back-and-back Twitter wars, it sounded good, but at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia is with Golden Boy. Gervonta Tank Davis, of course, with TMT Promotions. The fight can get made, but who really knows if it will get made? You know what I'm saying? It has to be, the money has to be behind it. But I think to Gervonta Tank Davis, the way he's talking now, wants to fight Ryan Garcia. And to what I say about Ryan Garcia, I think after a couple more fights like he's had, I think he should get in there. Sink or swim, because they're both at the same weight class. We can't criticize Gervonta Tank Davis. I'll give him full credit because, he was knocking out featherweights before. He wanted to fight Abner Mares, somebody smaller that he does have the leverage. He does have the advantage. And that is unacceptable to me, like Errol Spence is doing or he done. I don't like that. Fight someone in your own weight class. Don't use the excuse of him being too young if you don't use the excuse of someone being too small, if that makes sense, guys. So anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Ryan Garcia taking on Gervonta Tank Davis. Who wins? Should the fight be made right now? Is it ready to be made right now? You guys let me know. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.